Alright guys, welcome back. Today for the review we have the Benjamin Marauder Pistol. It's in its configuration right now, and we're going to get down to the numbers in just a minute, but right now we're going to give you a quick blue gun. You can see it's a slender gun, and pretty resourceful in the field, nice and short. Obviously its intended purpose was for hunting. So I'll tell you a little about how it functions later, but let's get to it. Alright, so let's start down here. Normally the Marauder pistol ends right here, but this does have a little more of a bark to it than its older brother, the Marauder rifle, does. So I had to get a little shroud extension made by Jim Gasca. You can find him on the Yellow Forum. He goes by Marmot Militia, I believe. And this is a really nice piece, and it's about $30, and it quiets the gun down incredibly well. It's almost silent, is how I would put it. You hear the ping of the hammer, and that's it. Moving back a little more, we have the fill probe, or not probe, I'm sorry, the fill connection. And I really like how Crosman does this. All you have to do is connect your fill hose, and you're good to go, and you can start filling. Not very difficult at all. It comes with a nice cover. And then on the underside you have your gauge right here that reads up to 3,000 psi. You are only supposed to fill the Marauder pistol to 2,900, so I've been told and read in the manual, or else the valve will lock up on you, I believe. And the barrel band is included as well, that fits over the shroud. And that'll hold everything in place, even though the barrel is free floated within here. Now, moving back a little bit, you can see it has the classic crossbolt safety. Just press it in, and I'll show you on the other side. Hopefully you can see the red right there, and that tells you that you are ready to shoot, and then you press it back in for safe. We'll talk a little bit about the trigger here. Trigger's really smooth for a pistol. It's pretty short, came out of the box, pulls very lightly, and I really like the trigger on this gun. Really helps you make clean shots and doesn't pull you off target, which is a very nice feature. Moving upwards a little bit, obviously you can see the lasered in Marauder there. But we have the 8-round magazine, and it is rear bolt activated. So we pull the bolt out and the magazine actuates, and I'll pull the magazine out so you guys can see it. Here's the 8-shot 22 cal mag, and it obviously numbers your shots for you, which is a nice feature. And it just slides in and clicks into place, and then you just close your bolt and you're good to go. But I'm going to take the magazine out here. And to decock this, you just take it off safe, and like the other rifles I reviewed, you just hold the bolt back, pull the trigger, let it slide forward, and put it back on safe. So that is how the bolt functions. In the back here, you can see this hole, and this is most people would use this for a degasser, which if you wanted to run it on CO2, I'm not quite sure if you can, but I think you can. If you wanted to run it on CO2, you would just degas the gun, and this lets all the air or CO2, whatever you're running the gun on, lets it out, and then you can fill it with your preferred gas. But don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if you can use CO2 in the Marauder pistol. And moving back, this is the provided carbine stock that you get with the pistol. It's all plastic. It does feel a little cheap, but then again, this is only like a $350 gun. So, you know, if you wanted something a little nicer, maybe a full carbine stock, that would run you maybe $200 or $300 more from a reputable, good dealer. So you can do that if you choose. Obviously, I've chosen not to. It works fairly well for me. It doesn't quite provide a high enough cheek rest, but there are ways you can work around that with wrapping things around it. I'll show you how this mounts up here. So you get it nice in your shoulder, and I kind of have to put my my chin right here. I can't really get a more cheek weld like I'd like to, but I just put my chin up on it, and I'm good to go. So that gives me a clear line of sight through the scope, and it's not too bad. I mean, other than the fact that it you know, is a little hard there, and it's not the soft part of your cheek like it's supposed to be. So, I mean, that's pretty simple though. On top here we have a Hawk Varmint side focus 4 to 16 powered scope. It has a 1/2 mil dot reticle inside, and it's worked pretty well on this rifle. I haven't really gotten a chance to shoot it out too far to use the 1/2 mils on it, but it does work pretty well, and the optics are nice and clear. I know some guys have complained about the optics not being clear, or as clear as they are on some of the other Hawk scopes, so I've been pleasantly surprised with this one. And just to show you how this rifle has performed, here you can see 30-yard grouping right here, shot with the H&N Field Target Trophy pellets, and this gun really prefers them. I tested some JSBs and it didn't really like them too much, but it really loves these H&N pellets. They're the 5.53 head size, and this right here represents 5 shots, and obviously you can see next to it a dime. All 5 of those are covered by a dime. So that's a pretty nice group there from the Benjamin Marauder Pistol, and that's been very consistent for me. And I'm getting about, I want to say, somewhere between 20 and 40 good shots, and obviously that'll depend a little more on your range, what will determine if it's a good shot for you. 30 yards, I found that right around 30 to 35 shots works out pretty well for me. So this is the Benjamin Marauder Pistol, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, let me know. Oh, also something I forgot to mention. The rifle, out of the box stock, I haven't messed with any of the velocity adjustments, shoots right at around 15 foot-pounds. So that's about 650 feet per second with a 14.7 grain pellet. So just a little heads up information for you, and I again hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you at the next one. Thanks.